Football fans of all ages.
So good evening and welcome to Panther Stadium as Noster football returns home for the first time since the homecoming game on September 18th as it hosts Richmond tonight. I'm Michael Coron. I'm here alongside Derek Brizendine. We also have Zachariah on our camera tonight and Xander Rao running our graphics. Derek, it's just a great night to be out here, and once again, it's been a long time since we've been back on this field.
I'm telling you, sometimes you take it for granted being out here on a Friday night, but man, does it feel great to be back. And fall weather's welcomed us. Last time it was a little warmer. This time it's cool. It feels great. Ready for some football. Ready to see the Panthers, kind of right the ship after a tough one last week in Higginsville.
Yeah, it's definitely a cooler night here. Good thing we're up in the booth tonight. We'd like to just take a brief moment here to just be able to talk about our sponsors and the great things that they do for our kids. Hometown Heating and Air Conditioning, B&G Scoops, Ready Set Grow Daycare, Dutch Country Market, Little Caesars, Eggs R Us, Sonic, Rockin' Sports Entertainment, Ace Hardware, Subway, Knob Noster Physical Therapy, Tequila Jalisco's, Remax, Complete Chiropractic, McDonald's, Coffee Snobs, Trails Regional Library, SC Fuel, The Little Clubhouse, and Brooks Florist and Decor. Just a great number of sponsors here to help out our kids and make sure that they are they're getting to be able to have the opportunities that we have even here tonight to broadcast. And we've had some guest students come in and broadcast, and may have one of those even here tonight as we break out third quarter.
Michael, these sponsors, we talk about them every time we're on, but they don't get enough credit because what they do to provide for our students. We even got people calling in about this year's yearbook, and they're excited and they want to be part of it, and that just shows the dedication of our kids and the want that they have to get better and be better, and really, get an experience that they're not going to get everywhere.
Yeah, it is truly amazing, and they do so much for our schools, not only with our athletics, but our academics, and they just support the whole gambit of programs. We saw our JROTC come out here. They're in great support of them and our robotics team, and we just truly appreciate our sponsors. Nice night here tonight. We also broke out at the beginning of the game. We had our Knob Noster Youth Sports Association night, so we got to see our flag football players coming out on the field, our 3rd and 4th grade group coming out on the field, and then our 5th and 6th grade group enter the field as well, and then our cheer squads for K through 2, 3 through 4, and 5 through 6.
Yeah, what a special night that was, and way to kick off this night, to get to recognize them and the efforts. They put in a lot of time and work too, so to be able to present them to our community, because not everybody gets out to see that, so for them to be able to be recognized, it's just cool for the kids and really good for the community to see.
So Eric Bennett-Wade there, number 12, to kick off for Knob Noster, and immediate whistles. We've got a false start against Knob Noster as they came across the line before he kicked it. So it's going to be a 5-yard penalty, and Bennett-Wade will kick now from the 35.
Bennett-Wade, a name we've said a lot here in the last couple of weeks. If we've got to do a couple of soccer games, and the performance he's put on out on the pitch for the Panthers has just been really fun to watch. And, watching him and that defensive back line really develop throughout the season has been a lot of fun. Excited to see what he does tonight, see him back out on the football field.
Yeah, it's funny because every time we see him in soccer, we always talk about his range. He's not afraid to uncork a 40-yard shot in soccer either, so hopefully we'll be able to see him do that tonight as well. That looks like number 9 for Richmond, bringing it back for them. That's Aiden Beck. He's going to take the ball up to about the 47-yard line where the Spartans are going to take over here on 1st and 10.
Real nice job by that Spartan blockers to really give them a good hold, good opening to run through. Really nice starting position for the visiting squad.
Yeah, and actually that was number 3, Adrian Church, on that run back for the Spartans. So once again, they're at the 48-yard line now, 1st and 10. Knob Noster set here for defense.
I know defense has really been a big part of Coach Riley's game the last couple of years. So for his team to let up 62 points last week, you're going to be looking for a strong performance this week.
Yeah, and the ball goes right back to Adrian Church after his run there. And he was tackled by number 40, Austin Morris. He gained 4 on the play. It's going to be 2nd down and 6. Ball spotted on the 48 on the other side of the field in Panther territory.
Richmond having a really strong season themselves, only 1 loss on the year so far, and that's the Summit Christian, who we saw in the Jamboree, and they look good and have looked good for the last couple of years here.
62 random ball. 62?
So actually looked like Adrian Church again on the carry, and then the tackle was made by number 78, Xavier Ortiz. And Ortiz is just a large body there in the middle, just does a great job for that Panther defense, as you talked about. Riley really wants to specialize in that.
Xavier Ortiz, a guy that, I highlighted a little bit last year as in his junior year, played really strong and has carried that over to this season, having to step up and be that big presence right in the middle.
3 and 6 in the backfield. 3 and 6.
So in the backfield is number 3, Adrian Church, and number 6, Wyatt Marshall. It's going to be a quarterback keeper, though. Nice pressure in the backfield by the Panthers. That's a senior, number 6, Lane Elwell, putting that pressure on for the Panther defense.
What a great job he's done this season, and looking forward to see what he does tonight. Really developed over his time here at Noster.
Yeah, Lane was not fooled with that misdirection and that fake handoff, and Elliott saw him right as he hit the backfield, just tucked it away to try to keep Lane from him. Lane did not give up on the play, continued through the tackle. Pressure in the backfield there again by the Noster Panthers, but Elliott was able to get it away. Pass was complete to number 1, Jordan Alexander.
Nice job by the Panthers to read that one. Broke quick on the screen up the field, and then had good trail behind to shut that down. Otherwise, there was open field. Good open field play.
Yeah, good pursuit there by the Noster defense to be able to get that. It's a 3-yard gain there for Alexander. It's going to bring up a 4th and 6. Big 4th down here for Noster. Didn't look like they were bringing anybody out there, but they're going to call that timeout. They've got the ball on the 37-yard line.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what Richmond does on this one, and Coach Nick Purcell, because they're kind of at that awkward spot where you punt it and you put it in the end zone, you're only netting about 17 yards. But if you go for it and you don't get it, then you give the Panthers great starting position at the 37. So really a tough call here for the coaching staff.
Yeah, big defensive stance here for Noster. 9:26 left here in the first. We still are knotted at zeros. Spartans have the ball here on the 37, 4th down and 6. Called that timeout just to kind of talk things over, and Coach Purcell working with his offense, and then Riley working with his defense over there on the sideline.
Yeah, if I'm Coach Riley, I'm saying watch out for anything, because, they could really throw anything at you at this point. They could bring out the punting unit and go for the fake. They could go ahead and snap it and take a quick punt, even from that depth there.
Adrian Church is the lone back beside number 8, Keyshawn Elliott. Elliott drops back for the pass. Good pressure. Wide open for the Spartans was 33 Adrian Church, or number 3 Adrian Church. Church just broke out of that backfield, went over on that left-hand side. He really didn't have anybody marking him, and Elliott found him, and it results in 6 points for the Spartans.
Yeah, you saw that one kind of develop right out of the gate right there. The little hook coming out, little bubble route out and about, and just got behind the coverage of the Panthers there for the easy 37-yard score.
So Elliott and the Spartans electing to go for 2. He's going to try to take it in himself, and he does punch it through for the PAT.
Number 8, Keyshawn Elliott is good. 2-point conversion.
Spartans lead 8-0.
Real nice drive for the visiting squad to get this one started here. Was curious what they were going to do on 4th down, and they came out, pulled the big play out of the hat early and often.
Upcoming action for
Yeah,
the
gutsy
Panthers.
call. I mean,
Soccer
you're looking at
football
4th and
Tuesday
6
night
with the ball on the 37, but like you said, Purcell had a choice to make whether or not he was going to do a little pooch punt and try to get it down there close to the goal line, and hopefully his special teams would have come up with a tackle or go for it. And he made the big call, called the number 3, Adrian Church. Church delivered from that pass from Elliott. Now the Spartans lead 8-0 with 9:18 here in the first.
Yeah, when you got the playmakers, the athletes to do it, you aren't going to punt many times. So wasn't surprised to see him go for it on that one. Was a little bit surprised in the Panthers letting, get outside the coverage there, get behind the defense and inside that little bubble.
So getting set to kick off for the Spartans is number 8, also the quarterback, Keyshawn Elliott.
About a 3-minute drive there for the visiting squad. Pretty good, production out of them. Only take 3 minutes off. Now we're going to see if the Panthers can answer and, get a score of their own.
Yeah, we got Lane Elwell almost back. He's back at the 5-yard line. In front of him is Calix Boosberg and number 3, Robert Pierce. Went for just an onside kick there. Kind of a lucky roll for the Noster Panthers as it had some spin on it and went out of bounds at about what it looks like at the 43-yard line. Ball will probably be spotted at the 45.
Yeah, Panthers almost looked like they were in slow motion in that one. They all took about 3 hard steps back, and that ball trickled right in front of them. It was almost like they didn't know what was going on. And Spartans came and flew right past it, luckily for the Panthers.
Well, Purcell looking to throw them off their game right away, and definitely gave a surprise there right at the beginning. Freshman there under center is number 18, Trey Payne. We got to have a good look at him in the homecoming game. He gives a handoff there and a host of Richmond Spartans on the tackle.
Who was carrying the ball?
Yeah, that's something Coach Meisenhelter's talked about before is as that special teams unit, you're looking to give your team a big boost, and Richmond was looking for it right there.
In motion is Calix Boosberg. Handoff to him. Boosberg turns up the field. He's tackled there by number 12, Matthew Lopez for the Spartans.
And Calix, one of those guys that this is the first time we've got to see him this season. I know he's been out, has missed some time here. Really excited to see his athletic abilities. A great track and field guy, and looking forward to see what he adds to this football team.
Yeah, nice athlete out there. He came a long way to gain 1 yard, but we look for big things from him in the future here in this game.
That is just some swarm tackling right there by the Spartans. I mean, they are coming in and letting Noster know that they're here and ready to play. They're not playing around tonight.
Yeah, the ball kind of hung up there for number 10, Tim Williams. And the tackle there was made by number 35, Colin Cromley for the Spartans. Tim really didn't have a whole lot of time to be able to do anything with that.
16.
He's got a pretty big loss for the Panthers. Ball's going to be spotted about the 37, 4th and 17. Nice kick from Zane Schroeder. Schroeder punts it all the way down to the Richmond end of the field. Tackle was going to be made by number 32, Sean Floyd.
Sean Floyd, a guy that we talked about a lot last game. He was making lots of plays, had some touchdowns last game. So we're going to need him to step up again, have another big performance here, because it looks like Richmond is locked in and ready for this one.
Yeah, Richmond offense is definitely ready for this one. I mean, they've come to play, and good bust out there. I think that was number 21, Evan Vandiver, that ran that ball back, or number 11, Trevin Quick. Numbers are pretty difficult to see here from Richmond.
pitch.
Number 3.
Pitch goes out to number 3, Adrian Church. Church pushed out of bounds at what looks like about the 38-yard line.
Ball carried by number 3, Adrian Church. Forced out of bounds at the 40-yard line. Gain of 4, second down 6.
Hey, bud. You look sharp. You hear me?
Empty backfield now for Elliott and the Spartans.
That's going to be outside the left.
Noster jumps on a hard count from Elliott. Just wanting to do something special for their team. It's going to be a 5-yard penalty, bring up second down and 1. The ball's going to be at the 35-yard line.
5-yard penalty, second down.
Once again,
1.
that shows this Spartans team is really locked in. You know, it's hard to stay still on those hard counts. Noster needs to really lock in and focus here.
Same set here for the Spartans. Empty backfield for Elliott. He's got doubles to his right and doubles to his left. Elliott punches the ball forward himself, getting a big push from the outside. Broke a couple of tackles there as he brought it forward. He finally was taken down by number 6, Lane Elwell.
8 by 6.
Ball carried by number 8, Keyshawn Elliott. Tackled by number 6, Lane Elwell.
Elliott's just a large body back there as a quarterback. I mean, he's one of the biggest guys on the field. You can see that athleticism. They have a lot of confidence in him. He's got an empty backfield again, maybe dialing up the same call that they just had. Elliott fakes that one. Good pressure in the backfield. He made a nice attempt there. Coverage was by number 32, Sean Floyd. The pass was intended
number 32,
to number 35, Colin Cromley.
Intended for number 35, Colin Cromley.
Once again, there's that Sean Floyd name that we said we're going to need a big performance out of tonight.
Back in the backfield is Church and number 6, Wyatt Marshall for the Spartans. This time Marshall gets the call. And Sean Floyd's right there for Noster to be able to hit him. Also there is number 6, Lane Elwell, and number 10, Tim Williams.
Ball carried by number 6, Wyatt Marshall. Tackled by number 6.
Kind of seems like Richmond knows exactly what they want to do out there, and they're executing it well tonight. Going to need for the defense to really lock in right here and get a big stand.
Down 4.
Yeah, that's a 6-yard gain there by Marshall. 3rd down and 4 with the ball spotted at the 9-yard line for the Spartans. Empty backfield again for Elliott. Elliott going to punch the ball forward as he's going to try to gain those remaining yards
First down.
for the Spartans. Tackle there was going to be made by number 40, Austin Morris.
I really want to know what his yards after contact are going to be at the end of this one, because he gets that initial hit and just keeps those legs moving. Like you said, that is, a big player. You're going to have to tackle low. You're going to have to hit him hard and team tackle.
Yeah, and he picks up enough for the first down for the Spartans. 1st and 4 now for them. Church gets the call for the Spartans. And talk about going low. Number 10, Tim Williams, was all over his ankle, and he's going to give him a loss of a yard as he was able to get back in the backfield. 2nd down and 5 with the ball at the 5 now.
I got to think Tim was listening to me, I feel like he heard me because he held him up, stood him up, waited for the team. They came in, kept that to what? A gain of 1, if that. Great job by Tim Williams.
Backfield for Elliott once again is Church and Marshall. This time to fake, Elliott rolls to his right, and he hits Marshall as he comes out of the backfield. Kind of a similar play to what he did for Church earlier for the touchdown. Marshall just comes out, leaks out to his right, and he was there for the 5-yard touchdown pass from Elliott. That's going to bring us to 14-0 here with 4:50 in our first.
Yes, we did.
Great play action there by the Spartans. Had defense flowing one way, kicked back around, kind of that little bootleg, came back, for the 5-yard score.
Yeah, so much respect for Elliott right there. The pitch here going to Church. Nice pressure in the backfield. Looks like Noster is going to stop this PAT, and they're blowing it dead before it even happened. Initial hit there was by number 10, Tim Williams, and 6, Lane Elwell, also there on the tackle.
Number 3, Adrian Church falls incomplete. He is tackled.
That's a good confidence boost for the defense after, a really nice grinded out drive by the visiting squad.
Yeah, good goal line defensive stance by them, and they just did a nice job of being able to stop that PAT. 4:50 left here in the first. Noster down 14-0 to these Spartans, and they just really got to work to pick things up. So just a couple of highlights here for Noster athletics. Monday night, boys soccer got their first win as they defeated Stover. Second win, as they defeated Stover at home behind 2 goals from Carlos Betancourt. And I've been here calling games with you, and we know Betancourt is he just handles the ball very well on the pitch. Got some great speed, and he put that ball in the back of the net twice for them. I had talked to Coach after the game, and he was excited that Carlos was able to get those 2 goals for them and then give them the win there against Stover, a team that they had actually gotten beat by earlier in the year when they went to their place. But able to get a little payback when they came back here to the Panther Stadium.
Yeah, that was great for the soccer team. I know the guys were really needing to win, and to outlast them 2-1, that's just some adversity right there. You're not able to keep the clean sheet, which can be discouraging, but you're still able to fight back, get a couple goals against a team that you already been beat by. So great job by them. Happy for those guys and Coach Milby.
Elliott here to kick off for the Spartans. Goes all the way back to about the 5-yard line where Lane Elwell takes it for Noster. Elwell stood up over on the sideline. Looks like the initial hit was by number 11, Trevin Quick.
4:43 left in the first quarter. It's really been all Richmond so far. That offense has grinded out. Now,
first down, Panthers!
What would you say, probably 6 minutes, roughly? Because that Noster drive was 3 and out and pretty quick plays. So, hoping for a long drive here to give that defense a little bit of a break.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Noster hasn't had the ball for a lot of time. We get to see Trey here as he hands the ball off to number 32, Sean Floyd. Floyd taking it over to the left-hand side. He's going to punch it forward for about 2 or 3 yards. Looks like he was tackled there by number 35, Colin Cromley for the
by
Spartans.
number 32, Sean Floyd. Tackled by number 35, Colin Cromley. Gain of 3, second down, 7.
That's a good little chunk to get started there, 3 yards. Get 3 or 4 more here. That's pretty manageable third down.
Yeah, Floyd with a great carry there, giving us some positive yardage. He's in the backfield again for Trey Payne. Payne this time drops back, looks to his left. He's got Calix Boosberg over there, and Calix is a name that we were talking about earlier. There we see some of that athleticism as he punches it forward. And it looks like he was tackled over there on the far side by number 3, Church.
Payne's pass complete to number 11.
Third and 5. Would have liked a couple more yards, but hey, 3rd and 5, that's definitely doable here for the Panthers. See if they go to the air, maybe try and get on the outside here.
Yeah, just some confidence there, I think, for Payne. This time they're going to pitch back to number 10, Tim Williams. Williams hit almost as soon as the pitch got there. He got a little yards after contact there. Tackle was made by number 62.
Tackle made by number 62.
Riker Primal for the Spartans on that tackle.
Loss of 1, 4th down, 6.
Noster bringing in number 2, Zane Schroeder, and back for the Spartans will be number 3, Church.
Zane looked like he cut that one a little weird, and good job by Richmond to get out of the way because that ball kind of bounced and didn't know where it was going to go on the initial one.
Yeah, Wyatt Seymour there for Noster. Just blowing that ball dead. The ball's going to be spotted at the 40-yard line where that Richmond offense is going to take over again here with 2:43 left. They're looking at another 1st and 10.
And this is really the worst starting field position for Richmond tonight. You know, they started at about the 44, the first drive, in Noster territory, the second drive. So, you know, a little bit further field for them.
Inside handoff there to number 6, Marshall. Marshall breaking a few tackles. He's waving them off. Little nice tackle low there by number 11, Calix Boosberg. And he did a great job of saving probably a touchdown there as Marshall had broken a couple tackles up to that point, but Boosberg made sure that he cleaned it up. But the ball's all the way down on the Panther 28-yard line now, 1st and 10 for the Spartans.
Yeah, these guys are big and strong runners. It's going to take a lot more than just, you know, an arm tackle to get them down here, and they broke through a couple on that one. Nice job by Calix to wrap up, get a shoulder in there, get his head on the other side of their legs, and really make it so that they had nowhere else to go but into him.
Well, there's that hard count again from Elliott, and Noster just looking to try to do something defensively. You can't blame these guys for trying to get in there and get into the backfield quickly and make something happen here with 2 minutes left here in the first, but that's going to be a 5-yard penalty and give 1st and 5 to the Spartans and Elliott. Lone back for Elliott is going to be number 6, Marshall. Inside handoff is going to go to him. Already broke one tackle, but then number 20 is there, Connor Johnston for the Panthers.
Marshall. Tackle by number 20, Connor Johnston.
Minute 45 and counting left here in the first quarter.
15-yard line.
If you're Noster, another score really puts you in the driver's seat here, especially in the first quarter. To be able to take this drive into the second quarter for Noster would be huge. You're only giving up 14 points for what seems like you've been out there for an eternity.
Yeah, Nob needs a big stop here defensively. We've got Church in the backfield. As he breaks out, Elliott's going to roll to his back. Nice pressure there in the backfield. Got double pressure there, but Elliott able to break free and break loose of a couple of those. Cleaning it up finally is number 2, Zane Schroeder. And Zane just stayed in pursuit, stayed low as you talked about. Went down onto Elliott and was able to bring him down. But Elliott able to scramble and bring the ball all the way back up to the line of scrimmage when it looked like it was going to be a 7 or 8 yard loss for him.
Yeah, Zane did a really nice job. I'm afraid if he'd have got through that one, he'd have been looking for that goal line because he had a full head of steam and that field was starting to open up in front of him.
Double backs now for Elliott is Marshall and Church. Handoff going to go back to Marshall again. Marshall also a big body out there. Number 10, Tim Williams on the tackle. He was assisted there by number 40, Austin Morris.
20 seconds left here. We'll see if Richmond runs another player. They may just be content taking this one into the second quarter. Kind of looks like it's going to be the latter.
They look like they're not going to go ahead and go up and take that snap. They're going to go over and talk to their coach. Looking at a 3rd and 5 with the ball spotted on the 10-yard line. So probably a good call there by Purcell just to use the end of that quarter as a timeout here to be able to talk to his offense and see what they can get set up.
Yeah, for the Panthers, haven't been out there for probably 10 of those 12 minutes. This is going to be a good little break for them. Time for them to reset and get back at it.
Yeah, also on Monday night, that night, Noster Volleyball really made quick work of a conference flip foe in Carrollton. They won 3 straight games, 25-14, 25-15, and 25-13. I know you and I were out calling the softball game that night, and you weren't able to make it back to those matches because they had finished those so quickly. So great job and great work by them. They've played very well this season. We can talk about the win even last night just a little bit later. But then also on Monday night was the first of the 2 meetings for the week of Holden in softball. Noster was defeated at home and then was knocked out the next night in that first round of districts. Holden, just a team that had already shored up the conference the night where we were calling. Special night, though, for the girls as they were celebrating cancer awareness and just reaching out to anybody that's battling that awful disease. And they brought some awareness to that. But unfortunately, not a good night for them on the scoreboard. On Tuesday, Noster soccer ended up falling to Casey Lutheran here at home 3-1. And then that rematch that we talked about for Holden kind of ended their season there was 12-2 in district play there in Pleasant Hill. And then the Lady Panthers volleyball, they definitely stayed hot. They played back-to-back nights as well, but this time going to Carrollton for the second time of the week. They were playing them, and they beat them in 3 sets again, 25-14, 25-15, and 25-13. So very similar to what they did earlier.
Well, I had a typo there. That first one actually should have been Noster 25-17, 25-19, 25-6. So that's my bad. I read those wrong.
That's all right. We all make mistakes. I think Monday night I spent 3 innings talking about a pitcher that was definitely not the pitcher that was out there. So we're getting set here for second quarter action. And 3rd down and 5 for the Spartans. Kept by the quarterback, number 8, Elliott.
First and goal for 4.
Elliott was brought down by number 10, Tim Williams.
Ball carried by number 8, Keyshawn Elliott. Tackle by number 10,
Once again,
Tim Williams.
those Spartan runners just making it
First and goal, Spartans
very
at the
tough
Noster
for the
4-yard line.
Noster defense to make tackles and get the stops.
Yeah, also a nice run there by Elliott. Elliott punches it forward enough for that first down. They're looking at a first and goal now on the 4-yard line.
Number 1 was just with everything and mayonnaise.
Handoff goes to Church. Church with a long swing, and he's going to run it in for the 4-yard touchdown run.
What a nice run by him. Was taking it outside, great pursuit by the Panthers. He sees that pursuit, cuts it back up for the 4-yard score.
So the Spartans' lead extends here in the second quarter to 20-0. And just like they have in the other touchdowns, they're going to go for 2 here with Elliott under center. Marshall and Church in the backfield. This time Elliott rolls out. And that completion is to number 35, Colin Cromley.
Elliott's pass complete.
Made that one look pretty easy. Once again, rolled out, had the wide open receiver. Noster just looking off their game on defense tonight. This is not typical of a Coach Riley defense that we're used to seeing. Going to be interested what second half adjustments they make.
What dipping sauces would you like? Okay.
So we'd like to give just a shout out here to Sonic of Noster. Sonic brings food up for our crow's nest up here in our booth and just does a great job. They're one of our supporters here for our high school yearbook sponsors as well, and Sonic is just a great sponsor for us and even comes up here every home game and helps to feed us and keep us happy up here.
Yeah, that's awesome, and he enjoys being up here, the good interaction. And what he does for our kids, once again, is just huge. He was calling the other day, wanting to be part of next year's yearbook. And that says a lot. And, we just really appreciate that and thank him for his time and his dedication to this school and the students and, all the work they do for them.
So number 8, Keyshawn Elliott, set to kick off here. They lead 22-0 over the Panthers as that last PAT was good for them as well. Lane Elwell stands all the way back at about his 7-yard line. Number 2, Zane Schroeder there. Nice catch as he actually caught that over his shoulder And then it looked like number 12, Matthew Lopez, on the tackle for the Spartans.
Yeah, that one looked like it could have done a couple things there. It could have bounced out of bounds the way it was headed, but the rotation of that ball could have easily bounced right back into the soft spot and given Richmond a chance to get the deep recovery.
Pretty difficult play there, but nice hand shown by Schroeder. Schroeder takes it up to the 37-yard line where Noster will take over 1st and 10. Trey Payne here with Sean Floyd right behind him. Payne looks up. Pass was intended there for number 10, Tim Williams. On the coverage was number 1, Jordan Alexander.
Payne's pass intended for number 10, Tim Williams.
Glad to see Noster try and open it up a little bit. They've been running inside, running close. So to open it up, maybe that'll open that inside run up. Once again, this is stingy Richmond defense.
Yeah, and Trey has a good arm on him and good aim with that arm, so it may be that we just need to let him kind of air a couple out and see if we can't get some big plays here. He did a great job in that homecoming matchup. Here he is again on 2nd down and 10.
Well, that was his first start. Now he's got a couple games under his belt. Get him a nice, easy throw there.
There's a nice pass out to Calix Booze-Bird. Calix with a nice run up too. He is finally taken down there over on the far side.
That's good first down. I think first down of the night for the Panthers. Bet the defense is really excited about that one. A few extra minutes to breathe, catch their breath.
Yeah. And then number 6, Wyatt Marshall, was on the tackle there for the Spartans.
Marshall, gain of 12, first down, Panthers!
So great run there by Calix Booze-Bird to give us this first down. Snap goes back to Trey Payne. Ball blown dead almost immediately. And looks like it's going to be a call actually against
Richmond
the Spartans.
Defensive offsides. 5-yard penalty remains
and
first
Michael,
down.
I want to put kind of this Richmond defense into perspective for you here. I want to make sure I had the right numbers. But in, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 of their first 6 games here this season, they have given up 7 or fewer points. 7 in 2 games, 6 in 1. The only times they haven't is in a 38-24 loss to Southern Boone. Sorry, that wasn't against Summit Christian, Southern Boone. And then a 54-34 win over Lafayette County.
This is their first charge.
Yeah, Noster, though, kind of bringing the ball down. This is a much better run for them. That offsides gave us a 1st and 5 with the ball at the 46. Noster now calling a timeout here with 10:08 left to play. Riley down 22-0. He really wants to get this one right. As Noster's putting a little bit of pressure on them defensively, hoping to get a little bit more up on the scoreboard than that 7 or 6, and possibly even make a run back at the Spartans.
Panthers,
yeah, and for these Spartans on offense, if you're out there for 10 minutes of that first quarter, you really get in a rhythm. I mean, that doesn't give you much time out, so you're still in that rhythm, you're still in that flow. And so that's really beneficial. So this is really good for Noster to do for both their defense and maybe to try and get this Richmond offense off its game a little bit.
The official sponsor of the SEC and your hometown Noster Panthers.
So Noster back out there after the timeout. Let's see what Coach Riley dialed up for his offense. Trey drops back. He's going to air this one out again. Nice pass again to number 11, Calix Booze-Bird. Booze-Bird seems to be a great target for him. He's pushed out of bounds by number 8, Keyshawn Elliott for the Spartans.
Payne's pass complete to number 11, Calix Booze-Bird. Tackled by number 8.
That's 2 first down catches for Calix. Seems like he's now going to be a favorite target for number 18, Trey Payne. Booze-Bird lined up over here on the near side. On the far side is number 3, Robert Pierce. And he goes right back over to number 6, Lane Elwell. Elwell hit there by number 1, Jordan Alexander.
Yeah, this has been really interesting to watch tonight, how much they have used Calix Booze-Bird because
No gain on the
they've
play.
kind of shut down their
Second
other big
down 10.
playmakers. They know to watch out for Tim Williams. They know to watch out for Sean Floyd. They know to watch out for Rob Pierce and Lane Elwell. And so now you're making them go to Caleb Swissberg. But that talks about, again, the depth of this offense.
Yeah, and trips to the right is Elwell, Williams, and Bird. That time handoff goes to number 32, Sean Floyd. So airing it out a little bit, opened up a nice lane for Floyd to be able to get a good solid run in. Tackle there was by number 59
Ball carried
and
by number
8,
32,
Keyshawn
Sean
Elliott,
Floyd.
and number
Tackled by
59,
number
Tanner
59,
Bennett.
Tanner Bennett, and number 80, Gabe Baker. Gain of 2 on the play, third down 8.
Big third down here for the Panthers, needing a first down, not only for the defense but for their own confidence.
Double backs now is Floyd and Williams. Payne going to go ahead and drop back. He's going right into the middle. Beautiful toss and catch there. Pass was complete there to number 6, Lane Elwell. Elwell brought down there by number 8, Keyshawn Elliott.
Payne's pass
Nice
complete
job by Lane Elwell
to
to
number
find the
6,
soft
Lane
pocket
Elwell.
there in the defense.
Tackled by number 8,
Ran,
Keyshawn
sat
Elliott.
down, looked for it,
Elwell gets the
got
ball
it,
to
got up the
Spartans
field, got the
22-yard
first down.
line.
One great
First down.
patience there by the freshman as well. Trey Payne, pocket was kind of held well for him. The line did a great job of keeping that for him to be able to step forward and make that pass to Elwell. He's now in a 1st and 10 situation. Lone back behind him is Sean Floyd. Floyd able to get the handoff. They keyed in on him right away. Pressure in the backfield from the Spartans. And looks like that was tackled there by number 22, Wyatt Covey.
Ball carried by number 32, Sean Floyd.
This run defense
Tackled
for
for a loss by
Richmond
number
is really
22,
stingy
Wyatt
tonight.
Covey.
Not much is getting going. So glad the Panthers are airing it out a little bit and having some luck
Also
in
four
the
on the
passing
play.
game.
Yeah,
Second down, 14.
4-yard loss there for Floyd, but honestly, he didn't have a chance as they broke through very quickly, keyed in on him. Trips to the right of Payne and the single back over, a single wide receiver there. But Trey Payne able to get rid of that one. A lot of pressure in the backfield. Went right back to Lane Elwell, right back in the middle of the field. Elwell with good patience there because he knew he was going to get hit. But he just keyed in on the ball, made sure he secured it, and gave him a nice little 8-yard gain there. 3rd and 6.
With about 6:30 left here in the half, Noster's got a good little drive going, and kind of when they're needing it the most, Lane Elwell's the guy that's stepping up, making a big play.
Yeah, and most of this has come through the air. Pressure came on Trey Payne, and he felt it, tried to get out of it, but he was unable to. Number 12 on the tackle for the Spartans was Matthew Lopez.
Trey Payne. Tackle for a loss by number 12, Matthew Lopez.
Looks like they're spotting the ball out of bounds there at about the 23-yard
Off the
line.
5, 4th down, 11.
4th down. That'd be quite a kick there for Eric Bennett Wade, so it looks like they're going to go ahead and go for it.
Yeah, you know, he's probably over there on the sideline telling his coaches that he's got this, but they're going to go for this 4th and 11. Trey's going to probably look to air this out. He's got doubles receivers, right and left. He's having to scramble out. He looks to his right and just throws the ball away to try to keep from getting better field position for the Spartans. Looked like he was outside the tackles when he threw that, so hopefully no flag.
It
looks like that's what the Richmond coaching staff is looking for, and official here kind of giving some explanation. Can't hear, but you know the Richmond coach is definitely looking for that intentional grounding call.
Well, I think he's more looking at the fact there wasn't anybody in that vicinity in that area, but he definitely was outside the tackles when he rolled out of that to make that pass. So hopefully the officials will have some calmer heads here, be able to calm them down and make sure that this goes back. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Spartans no matter where they place the ball, but right now they're spotted at their own 23-yard line. But just a a tough one there for Noster, not able to do anything with that as they put together a really nice drive to get down to where they were. A couple of big defensive plays there to get the stop inside kind of that red zone for the Spartans. And now they're going to go ahead and give the Spartans that penalty just because nobody was in that vicinity of that throw.
Yeah, and that really is tough. Coach Riley was in a tough spot, kind of like we had talked about earlier, the short punt. What do you get out of the net yardage? Whereas this one, you try and kick it, you don't make it, they get it at the 30. Because you're looking about a 40-yard field goal, which that would have been needed all of the boot of Eric Bennett waiting to hit that one. And so just tough call, unfortunate ending to a great drive.
Marshall and Church in the backfield here for Elliott. Marshall on the inside handoff. Number 10, Tim Williams there. Tim's done a good job tonight of being able to keep his nose on the ball and come up and get that tackle. But Marshall able to get a nice little gain of that. Almost 5 yards there, right at 5 yards, second down and 5.
Yeah, Tim Williams sticking his nose in a lot of plays here tonight, making his presence known, stepping up for his team. Now we just need kind of all of those plays to get put together because they're kind of here and there, and Richmond breaks through with a big play. So hopefully they can put those plays together now and get them a much-needed stop.
So Marshall and Church again in the backfield for Elliott. Singles over to his side. Hands off again to Marshall. Tim Williams was there, but number 6, Lane Elwell, was on the tackle.
6 by 6.
Yeah, 6.
Ball carried by number 6, Wyatt Marshall. Tackled by number 6, Lane Elwell. First down, Spartans.
Up for the first down there for the Spartans. Ball's going to be spotted at the 44. Marshall, a big back there for the Spartans. He's kind of that go-to power back, and then you've got the speed back there with Church, and Church is going to be kind of the lone back, and Marshall set up kind of there in that position. He's in motion now. Going to go for some blocking here as he rolls out to his left. Elliott kind of tucks, looks forward. Good pressure in the backfield. Elliott tucks it away, runs out of bounds on his own there at about the 46, 47-yard line.
Yeah, I can tell you the video doesn't do these guys justice for just the size of athletes that Richmond is putting out there on the field, which is giving Noster lots of fits here tonight.
Yeah, big backs, big presence there by Elliott. Plays coming in. We've got 2 wide receivers to the near side. Empty set over on the far side. And Marshall's up there kind of in that slot. Now Elliott with a handoff to Church. Play action. Elliott goes ahead and keeps it. And Elliott's going to run out on his own. Pursuit there was by Tim Williams. Ball's going to be spotted on about the 44-yard line as he ran out of bounds on his own. 22-0 here for the Spartans. 4:32 left here in the first half. They're looking at their first and 10 there for the Spartans. Hopefully you're enjoying seeing those graphics on there. We appreciate Xander Rowell and the job he's doing with graphics here. We'll try to get the clock up for you here in the future, but we'll try to do a better job of telling you that time on there. Once again, 4:32 left here in the half. Elliott dropping back, looking to his left. Kind of throws a bullet there to number 6, Marshall. Marshall staves off one and looks like he's going to run it down and punch it into the end zone for the Spartans. Spartans are now going to be up 28-0 here, 4:19 left in the half.
6, Wyatt Marshall. Touchdown Spartans.
So, Derek, it looks like the Spartans love to kind of pull those backs out of there and look for them as their receivers and let their wide receivers and their tight ends kind of clear things out for them and give them some room to be able to roam and run.
Yeah, they kind of opened that one up there quite a bit and got Noster strung out. Really played right into what they were looking to do, and what they executed was, I think, exactly what they drew up.
So just like always, Richmond's going to go for 2. Big stiff arm there from Keyshawn Elliott. He does run it in, but we do have a flag on the play.
It is good, but there is a flag on the play.
You see that stiff arm Henry used?
And it looks like the call's going to go against the Spartans.
He made him look.
Yeah, he did.
I would be almost embarrassed.
And it's going to be a hold against the Spartans.
The Spartans is holding. 10-yard penalty, retry for point.
Yeah, don't bring that weak tater tot action in here.
So, pretty big penalty here. Going for two. They're now on the 15. I've not seen a kicker come out, and Elliott is their kickoff man. So, I think they're just going to try to air this one out and go for it.
Well, with that high octane offense, you might as well let them air one out here.
So Elliott throws it right into the middle there.
Fails as the pass is incomplete.
And that pass was intended for number 1, Jordan Alexander. Unable to pull in those 2 points, but damage is done there for the Spartans. They now lead 28-0 with 4:19 left to go here in the half.
Yeah, that was really costly for the Spartans, and good job by Noster to, force the complete pass on the second try.
So in other action this week, Wednesday night, the Lady Panthers volleyball team was in action again. We definitely see them. Looks like they played just about every single night except for tonight. But night number 3 of their matches this week ended in another 3-0 win for the Noster volleyball team at home versus the Higginsville Huskers. And Noster comes out of that one, winning the first one 25-22, the second one 25-11, and then I think a little misprint there on that one, but coming out with the 3-0 win, their best out of 5 for the Panthers. We do have a 16-14. They could have played that last one 2-15, but then Thursday night, those lady Panthers rounded it out with another 3-1 win over Lexington at 25-14, 19-25, 25-12, and 25-20. That was also a special night for our volleyball team, as that was their pink night, as they brought attention to cancer awareness as well. Set to kick off here is Elliott for the Spartans, and Elwell back on his 10. Big kick as Elwell takes it at the 15. Elwell trying to do something special, kind of brought back there by the pursuit of the special teams there. And number 4 in on the tackle, Eli Steele for the Spartans.
Kickoff taken by number 6, Lane Elwell. He returns the ball to the Noster 26-yard line, 24-yard line. Tackled there by number 4, Eli Steele. First down, Panthers!
Noster needing a big drive here, as we got about 4 minutes left in the half, down 28-0. A big answer here going into halftime, because then you have the chance to come out and score coming out of halftime, because if I remember right, get the ball back to start the second half.
Yeah, Elwell there with a 9-yard return as he brings it back up to the 24. First and 10. Hopefully we can see them air it out just a little bit. Trey Payne's got trips to his left. He is looking to his left and looking for one of his favorite targets there. I think was number 11, Calix Booz Bird. Possibly just turning the wrong way on that one, but incomplete pass. Second down and 10. But we're seeing that confidence build there within Trey Payne. Just over 4 minutes left here in the half. Noster still on their own 24.
Yeah, that one was just unlucky there for the Panthers. Calix looked like he was running more inside as Trey Payne was looking for that outside shoulder.
Double backs here is number 10, Tim Williams, and number 32, Sean Floyd. Williams in motion. Tough snap there, but Trey Payne able to take it, and he just takes a knee there so he doesn't kind of lose more yards. In pursuit was number 23, Aiden Iverson, for the Spartans.
Yeah, I can say I don't blame him because those Spartan defenders were coming in hot, and they were looking for a big tackle, big play. So nice job by him to have the whereabouts to just fall down, cover that ball up, fight to see another day.
I think initially he thought he'd try to play out of it, and then bigger mind took over, and he ended up falling down. So third down here for the Panthers. Inside handoff there goes to number 11, Calix Booze-Bird. Calix coming all the way over from the other side. Number 6, Wyatt Marshall on the tackle.
Tackle by number 6, Wyatt Marshall. 4th down, 14.
So 4th and 14. This is a long one. Zane Schroeder going to be coming in here. Ball spotted on the 15-yard line. Going to need a big kick here from Zane to hopefully push the Spartans back into their end of the field. They're not quite lined up there. They're lined up right at midfield to receive this kick from him.
And we know Zane's fully capable of a nice deep punt.
Lots of air on that one. Hopefully we get a nice roll. Ball's going to roll out of bounds at about the 43-yard line. So it will be in Knob Noster territory, but not a bad kick there from Zane. And
42-yard line, Richmond sets up there.
He set it up very well for the defense here with only 2:35 to try to get some type of stop here and only go down 28 here into halftime. Knob Noster needing a big stop here. You got Church and Marshall in the backfield for Elliott. Double wide receivers over here on the near side for them. Ball's going to be kept by Elliott. Quick play action there from Elliott as he punched it forward.
Ball carried by number 8.
And Calix Booze-Bird on the tackle for the Panthers. Also there was number 10, Tim Williams.
First down, Spartans at the Knob Noster 28-yard line.
Yeah, good read there by the quarterback to keep that one. Go ahead and tuck it away. There's a little bit of a read option there. He kept it, pulled it back in, and, paid off.
Well, then you've got Marshall blocking in front of you as well, and he used that block to be able to open himself up. Little pitch back to Church. Now Church tries to reverse it, trying to get the block there. Church looking for it. Nice tackle there by number 65.
Ball carried by number 3,
the Panthers.
He went a long way to get 3 yards on that one. I mean, that was almost more work than what he got, going forward. So, good job there by the Panthers to make him, work so much just to get 4 yards.
Yeah, that's Hunter Hudak, and he really just kind of stayed with Church and cleaned it up. And like you said, Church ran a lot to be able to get a little. 1:18 left to go here. Elliott finally airs one out to his receiver over on the sideline. That's number 1, Alexander, for them. Number 32, Sean Floyd on the tackle for the Panthers.
Elliott's pass complete to number 1, Jordan Alexander. Tackled by number 32, Sean Floyd. Gain of 2, third down 4.
Good job there by the Panthers to break down and really limit that to just a 3-yard gain.
Yeah, very big positives for them. 3rd down and 4 here. Big 3rd down defensively for Knob Noster. Man, almost right on cue for that. Riley takes that timeout. This is a big one. We're under a minute here to go. 40 seconds left here in the half. Riley knows this is a huge stop. This could really either give us some momentum going in or really kind of take the wind out of ourselves with them up 28-0.
Yeah, this will definitely define this Knob Noster team here on Friday night. Is what do they do on this drive? Your defense has been, really pushed around quite a bit tonight. So what do you do as a defense? Do you step up? Do you get a stop? Do you put your team into halftime down 28-0? Or do you let Richmond continue to execute its game plan? and go up, at least 34-0. We got 40 seconds left here in the half to get that answer.
Yeah, Noster looking for a big third down stop here. Be looking for those numbers that we like to call here. Number 32, Sean Floyd. Number 10, Tim Williams coming up there. And then 6, Lane Elwell is also kind of keyed in there to be able to get us quite a few tackles. Elliott dropping back. He's looking to his left, now rolling out to his right. He's going to tuck and try to keep it for himself. Elliott with a big run there for the Spartans. And they respected his arm, and then Elliott just kind of got some great blocking there defensively as he rolled out to his right for a big 22-yard touchdown run from him. They go up 34-0 here with 30 seconds left in the half.
Yeah, that was a tough one there for the Panthers coming out of the timeout to give up the big score like that.
And now the Spartans come out, and they're actually going to go for one here with Elliott holding. Snap comes, and that ball was kicked by number 2, Lane Kavanaugh.
Got a running clock.
The PAT by number 2, Lane Kavanaugh, is no good.
And Kavanaugh's kick
leads 34-0.
just kind of went straight up in the air. So they're up 34-0 here going into the half. 30 seconds left here in this half as they'll have to kick off to the Panthers.
Yeah, that kind of keeps the running clock off to start the second half here. So that's a good positive
Volleyball will be at Lexington on Monday.
For Noster, but still to go down 34-0 here with 30 seconds left in the first half is really tough. It's going to be a tall mountain for them to climb back in the second half.
So during that timeout, Derek, I was talking about our Noster Panther volleyball team that played every night this week except for tonight, and what a great week of action for them as they came out, and then they culminated that with their pink night on Thursday and a big win versus Lexington.
Yeah, they went 4 games against Lexington, and I talked to some of the players today, and they're like, it should have been 3, but they're like, you know what? It could have just been we were tired. That was 4 games and 4 nights. That's a tough call. Great job by them, and last night was also pink night, and supported all cancer awareness last night. Great job by the girls. Had some really cool uniforms, pink night uniforms. Lexington got in on it. There was a silent auction. Lexington fans and Noster fans alike were both bidding and raised some money for the Johnson County Cancer Foundation.
Nice work by both teams and a great cause for them to be able to get that as well. Elwell going to take the ball at about the 12-yard line. Nice run back from him as he looks for a little bit more opening there. And looked like a big tackle there by number 22, Wyatt Covey.
Kickoff taken by number 6, Lane Elwell. He returns the ball up to the
nice little return there by Elwell. He's going to bring it back up to the 25. First and 10. There's only 24 seconds left here in this half. You kind of wonder what Riley's going to do here offensively here with just 24 seconds to see if he's going to let kind of Trey loose and see what he can do here and maybe find an opening and put 6 up.
The biggest thing you don't want to do is give that ball up. Kind of got to wonder with that sack if they'll just take this one on into the half.
And speaking of big kids, we got number 64.
Number 18, Trey Payne, tackle in the backfield by number 34, Christian Appleby.
And Jack just
also 3,
put a lot of pressure there on Payne. And that is going to take us to the end of the half here. Noster down 34-0. And we're going to kind of let you guys enjoy some halftime festivities here at the Noster Panther Stadium, and just kind of turn it over to our great band and our cheerleaders here as they present our halftime. So second half action here tonight. We've got Xander Rao on the mic with me here to start this third quarter. And Xander, we find ourselves down 34-0 here going into this second half. And you know that was a pretty tough locker room to be in at halftime, especially since they're under a minute. They were able to punch another one in and come up with this 34-0 lead.
Correct, Michael. And the Panthers have put themselves in a predicament with this 34-0 blowout from Richmond. And Richmond, we've seen they've came here to play. They've been prepared for this Noster offense and defense.
So Noster steps out here. They're going to receive the ball here to start this third quarter. And once again, they're down 34-0 here as we start. It'll be Lane Elwell that'll be going back for our deep back to be able to try to return this. Right in front of him is going to be Robert Pierce, number 10, Tim Williams. And then over there on the far side looks like number 11, Calix Booze-Bird. So got some good athletic kids back there to be able to try to bring this one back and hopefully give us good field position here as we get set to start our second half. To kick off for the Spartans will be number 8, Keyshawn Elliott. And Elliott has that big boot, even though we saw after that first one they tried that onside kick. This time he's going to go ahead and kick it away. And Elwell's going to take it at about the 14-yard line. Elwell looking for his blockers. Nice little run back by him. He's going to be pushed out of bounds. It looks like by number 21, Evan Vandiver.
From these past games that I've seen, Lane, he's had
Kickoff taken by number 6, Lane
not good
Elwell.
runs.
He returns the
Just
ball
off and on
to the
these runs,
27-yard
and it
line.
looks like he's been
Tackled there by number 35, Colin
trying
Conley.
for this
First down,
Noster
Panthers!
offense to get set.
Yeah, about a 13-yard run back there for him as the ball's going to be spotted at the 27-yard line. First look here offensively for the Panthers. And we get a good look here at number 15, Iverson Sarome, as Sarome makes his first appearance for tonight.
62.
Ball carried by number 15, Iverson Sarome. Tackled by number 62, Riker
62,
Plymel.
Riker Plymel on the tackle for the Spartans. And Xander, it's just good to see Iverson back out there for the Panthers as he's been out for a couple weeks. Double splits left and right for Trey Payne. Payne looking to his right. And a nice pass over there to number 11, Calix Booze-Bird. Booze-Bird was tackled there by number 1, Jordan Alexander.
Payne's pass completes to number 11,
Jordan
Calix
Alexander,
Booze-Bird.
from what I've seen, he's
Tackled by
been
number
all over the
1,
place
Jordan Alexander.
for this Spartan defense and offense.
Yeah,
Gain
good
of
coverage
6,
by
third down
him, but yet another nice catch there by Calix Booze-Bird. He's got 2 first down catches and that one there for 5 yards. So 3rd and 5, ball spotted on the 32. Iverson in the backfield, play action to Booze-Bird. Pressure in the backfield by the Spartans. Tackle was made there by number 3, Adrian Church.
Ball carried by number 18, Trey Payne.
Spartan defense has been up front
Tackled
with this
Tackled for a loss by number 3, Adrian Church.
Noster offense just can't seem
Loss
to
of
get
4,
some momentum.
4th down 9.
Yeah, 4-yard loss there, as you said, and that's going to definitely take away that momentum that they were hoping to bring out of that locker room. Zane Schroeder going to step up here to kick for the Panthers. Schroeder with a nice boot that time. Unlucky hop for the Panthers, but down by number 6, Lane Elwell, as the ball was starting to come back. The ball's going to be spotted at the 41-yard line.
The Spartan 41-yard line,
The
first down
Spartan
Richmond.
offense has been dominant all game, as you can see with this 34-0 blowout. The defense of the Panthers, they need to get something going.
Well, defensively, hopefully we've got that figured out here after halftime. 9:43 left here in this third. And it's a first opportunity for the Spartans offense as they take over on their own 41, 1st and 10. Under center there is Elliott. Lone back or double backs is Marshall and Church. This time the ball's handed off to number 6, Marshall. Tackle there was made by number 10, Tim Williams, and number 32, Sean
Ball made
Floyd.
by number 6, Wyatt Marshall. Tackle by number 10, Tim Williams, and
This
number
Spartan
32,
offense have been
Sean
getting
Floyd. Gain of
pass
5,
game and the run
2nd
game
down 5.
going, but Noster can't defend anything from this Richmond offense.
So Marshall with a 5-yard run there. 2nd down and 5. Ball spotted at they're at the Spartan 46-yard line. Defensively, we have called those names of Williams and Floyd throughout the night. Pressure coming from this inside there was number 15, Iverson Jerome. Pass was complete there to number 1, Jason Alexander. Calix Booze Bird, number 11 on the tackle there
Pass complete
for
to
the
number 1,
Panthers.
Jordan Alexander.
We're quick to get
Number
to the
11,
ball,
Calix
but
Boosberg on
they
the tackle
just
for
can't
the
read the
Panthers.
quarterback. The quarterback has
First down
been
Spartans at the
keeping
Noster
the
47-yard
defense
line.
guessing.
Yeah, gain him there about 6 there or so. It's going to be 1st and 10 with the ball now on the Noster Panther 47-yard line. Spartans have trips to the left. And looking over to the left is Elliott. That pass was intended for Church. Number 32, Sean Floyd on the coverage.
Elliott's pass.
Yeah, that was just a little bit
Number
too
3,
much
Adrian Church is
to the
incomplete.
front.
Number
Too
32,
much
Sean
speed
Floyd
on
on the
it,
coverage for the
and
Panthers. 2nd down 10.
The receiver just couldn't get to it.
Yeah, just out of the reach there of Church. Is going to incomplete pass is going to bring up 2nd down and 10. Once again, the ball at the 47. Lone back this time for Elliott is Marshall, so that puts Church over in the trips to the left. Inside handoff now to number 6, Marshall. Tackle was made by number 2, Zane Schroeder. Assisting on that was number 40,
Wyatt Marshall.
Austin
Tackle made by
Morris.
number 2, Zane Schroeder.
Yeah, Wyatt's a strong runner. You're going to have to need
Gain of
two
4,
tacklers
3rd down
just to get him
6.
down.
Yeah, a big, strong body back there. As we've talked about the size of the Spartans, you've got number 8, Keyshawn Elliott, standing right beside him. Just with that athletic build, even makes Marshall look smaller. Good pressure in the backfield there by number 15, Iverson Jerome. Looked like he got held, and he still was able to break through
Number 8,
and get the
Keyshawn
sack on
Elliott,
Elliott.
by number 15,
Iverson on that
Jerome.
hit just dove for it, and he got lucky there with the good sack.
Yeah, nice job by him. 3-yard loss there, so it's going to bring up 4th and
Loss of
13.
7 on the play.
Actually,
4th down,
7-yard loss,
13.
so it's going to be spotted right at midfield on the 50.
Yeah, and this is their first punt for the Spartan offense tonight.
So back to kick for them is number 8, Keyshawn Elliott.
Keyshawn Elliott, he's been doing everything tonight. Kicking, wide receiver, and quarterback.
Iverson Jerome back to receive for the Panthers, and he goes ahead and takes it even though the danger was in front of him. Beautiful run for him as he high steps down the sideline. He's finally knocked out of bounds there by number 8, the kicker and quarterback, number 8, Keyshawn Elliott.
So he stepped out of bounds right here, though, didn't he?
Officials look like they're going to mark Iverson just short of where that hit happened and say that he stepped out of bounds at what looks like about the 39-yard line.
Punt taken by number 15, Iverson Jerome.
So Iverson, pretty gutsy move as he had 2 defenders in front of him from that special team unit of the Spartans, but he went ahead and fielded that off the hop, and had a nice run at it. Big hit there at the end, but he had stepped out of bounds at the 39. 1st and 10 for the Panthers. In motion number 10, Tim Williams. Iverson Jerome now lowering his shoulder and being taken down by number 3, Adrian Church.
Ball carried by number 15,
Yeah,
Iverson
Noster
Jerome.
offense can't get anything
Tackled by
going.
number 3,
Just
Adrian Church.
pass. They've been doing okay at this game, but the run
Can't
just
afford to
haven't got
play.
anything going
Second
on
down,
the run.
6.
Hopefully we'll see a little difference with that with Jerome, who's given the Panthers a little spark here coming in. Once again, first action we've seen of him as he starts back up here in the third quarter. Pitch over to Iverson Jerome. Flag going to be thrown over there on the far side. Iverson tries to extend to get that first down. He's pushed out of bounds over on the far side by number 22.
Points a gain, however, there is
Wyatt
a flag on the
Covey.
play.
It looks like 2 referees threw one at the 40 of the Panthers and one at the 39 of the Spartans. But I think the referee who threw the one on the Spartan side picked it up.
He didn't do very much.
I guess he'll defer to you.
Yeah, like
So the call's going to go against Noster. It's going to be a 10-yard penalty and drop that all the way back to the 30.
Penalty against the Panthers is
So it's gonna
blocking
be
it back.
second
10-yard
down
penalty from the spot of foul.
and about 19 for the Panthers.
Remains second down.
Dual backs for the Panthers is Sean Floyd and number 10, Tim Williams. That pass was intended for number 6, Lane Elwell.
Payne's pass intended for number 6, Lane
Number
Elwell.
11, Trevor Quick on the coverage for
third
the
down,
Spartans.
19.
Just a little high from Trey Payne, which we've seen a couple times tonight.
Yeah, he's like to hit Lane though in the center of that defense, and Lane has really done a great job of finding the pocket there to be able to kind of sit in. Double wide receivers on both sides, left and right now for Trey Payne. He drops back to air it, but a lot of pressure in the backfield from him. This time he throws it away, out of bounds, outside the tackles again. Pressure was definitely there from the Spartans.
I didn't see anybody. There was no one there.
So 4th and 19, and that's going to bring Schroeder back out for the Panthers. 5:37 left here in the third quarter.
Yeah, Schroeder's been out there punting all night. Just can't get anything going on this Noster offense.
Schroeder standing at about his 20. Nice punt from him as he punts it over the head and out of bounds, probably at about the 34, 35-yard line. Looks like it's going to be marked at the 36 for the Spartans.
At the Spartan 36-yard line.
Schroeder,
First
he
down,
has a
Richmond.
strong leg. He can boot it, as we saw there, from the 20-yard line to the 36 of the Spartans.
Yeah, big kick for him, and was able to push the Spartans back to their own 36. 5:31 left here in the third, and they'll have the ball here 1st and 10. Dual backs is Marshall and Church for Elliott. Elliott this time dials up Church's number. Church tackled by number 32, Sean Floyd. Assisting on that was number 62, Tyler Bussler.
Tackled by number 32,
Two
Sean
names
Floyd.
we've been hearing all night
Gain
is
of
Sean
4,
Floyd
second down,
and
6.
Adrian Church. Two great assets for the Noster defense and the Spartan offense.
Yeah, we've definitely been hearing those names all night, and back in that backfield again is Church, and he's going to get his number called again. Nice cutback by him. Great open field tackle there by number 6, Lane Elwell.
Ball carried by number 3, Adrian
We've also
Church.
been here in Lane Elwell
Tackled by number
tonight.
6,
From
Lane Elwell.
special teams to defense.
Church moves the ball to the
Yeah,
Panthers'
Elwell's done a
24-yard
nice
line.
job tonight
First down,
defensively,
Spartans.
and he's had a few great catches for us offensively. Defensively, none better than that one, as he probably saved another at least 10 yards on Church's run. In the backfield for the Spartans once again will be Marshall and Church. Dual wide receivers to the right for Elliott. Elliott is going to hand off again to Church. Nice pressure in the backfield, though, by the Panthers. And 32, Sean Floyd busts through to be able to clean it up. But number 2, Zane Schroeder, being able to get that pressure in the backfield on Church.
Yeah, this Noster defense has the speed but just can't finish their tackles.
Loss of 2, second down 12.
And there's that spark again from Iverson Jerome as he's able to push through as well. Great pressure now coming. He has given Noster a spark offensively and defensively. We're under 4 minutes left here in the third. Noster once again down 34-0. Second down and 12 with the ball at the 46. This time Elliott rolls back. He's looking to his right, then to his left. Good pursuit there, but wide open down the field was the receiver. Big hit there by number 3, Robert Pierce. Pierce did a great job
Elliott's pass complete
hauling that
to
one in.
Jordan Alexander.
Pass was caught there by number 1, Jordan Alexander for the Spartans. 3:33 left here, and that was a big pass and completion from the Spartans. 1st and 10 now with the ball in the 28.
First down,
Yeah,
Richmond
the
at the
receiver,
Noster 22-yard
that was good
line.
concentration because
28-yard line.
he bobbled the ball a little bit and then got it back into his hands for a good completion.
Nice hit there, though, by Robert Pierce. And looking at a 1st and 10 here for the Spartans. Elliott under center. Quick handoff to Marshall. Immediately hit there at the line of scrimmage by number 58 for Noster, Wyatt Seymour.
There's a name we haven't heard all night.
And that may have been actually 56, Trevor Harvey, that got that hit for the Panthers.
Ball carried by number 8, Keyshawn Elliott, tackled by a host of Panther defenders. Gain of 3, second down 7.
2nd and 7 with the ball at the 25. We're just right at 2 minutes and 30 seconds here in this third quarter. Bobbled and handed off to Marshall. Marshall able to get that back up to the line of scrimmage. He's hit there by number 15, Iverson Jerome.
Ball carried by number 6, Wyatt Marshall, tackled by number 15, Iverson Jerome. Gain of 1, third down 4.
So 1 yard gain there for the Spartans.
Correction, third down 6.
3rd and 6. Under 2 minutes to go here in the third. Timeout going to be called by the Spartans.
Richmond, this is their first charge timeout of the half.
So Xander, we've talked about multiple nights with our volleyball team. We've talked about our softball team. We've talked about our soccer team. But we also had some cross-country action on Wednesday. And in a midweek race, Noster cross-country team went just to our neighbors to the west of us over in Warrensburg. And Sam Wilhelm was able to break his 16-minute mark in that first place finish of his there at the Warrensburg Invitational, and he broke it by 4 seconds with a time of 15:56. So he's preparing himself to be able to go run in districts and then in that state final as well. Maybe a tough draw for him, as he's got a good runner coming out of Eldon that he's going to have to face there at districts. But he's really positioned himself to give Noster a good chance at a state title and possibly even for himself a first place district finish.
Yeah, the cross-country team sounds like strong runners, fast runners, and sounds like Sam, he's one of those strong, fast runners.
Sam's the real deal. Going into this, he's undefeated. We also have some upcoming broadcasts. We're going to do a pair of broadcasts, Holden versus Noster games next week, as we stream the volleyball match on Thursday and then the football game here on Friday evening.
Number 32, Sean Floyd on the pass defense for the Panthers. Incomplete pass, 4th down 7.
So there's Sean Floyd being called again, and we're under 2 minutes here, 1:43 left to go here in the third. Noster defensively done a much better job here in the third. That spark coming from Iverson Jerome, he's really done a great job of being able to put some pressure on Elliott and that backfield of the Spartans, and they're looking at a big 4th down and 7 here on the 25.
Yeah, Jerome, he's trying to give the spark to the to the Panthers, but the Panthers just can't get it done.
Empty backfield for Elliott, and they go ahead and run off the 25-second clock, so it's going to be a 5-yard penalty against them. They're going to have to repeat the down just a little bit further back, and now they're looking at a 4th and 12, 4th and 13 action here. Looked like there was a lot of movement over there on the far side for the Spartans, so illegal procedure on them. Wide receiver went before the ball was snapped. There's going to be another 5-yard penalty here, 4th down and 17. The ball's going to be spotted at about the 35-yard line now.
It looks like the Spartan offense still going for a 4th and long.
Yeah, 4th and long for them, but two big penalties, giving them 10 yards of penalty here. Pursuit in the backfield once again. There is Iverson Jerome. Nice defense there by number 6, Lane Elwell. Lane reached around to be able to stop that one from getting through. Looked like the pass was intended for number 11, Trevin Quick. But Lane, with some great defense there, to be able to give Noster the yard of, or give Noster this 1st and 10.
Turns the ball over on down.
It's 1st and 10 on the 35. This could be the spark of what the Panthers needed. They just need to execute it.
Yeah, so
1st down, Panthers!
Pretty good field position here, starting field position. 1:33 left here in the third. Let's see if that spark of Jerome will be able to carry them through here and maybe put some points up for the Panthers.
Elwell on that last play also gave them a spark of this field position.
Looked like the ball was handed off to number 15, Iverson Jerome. Jerome not really able to get anywhere, as he looked like he was hit by number 8, Keyshawn Elliott for the Spartans. Loss of 1 on the play is going to bring him 2nd down on 11. The ball at the 34.
Number 8,
Keyshawn.
Loss of 1, 2nd
for
down
the quarterback
11.
and linebacker for the Spartans. For these Spartans, he has some quickness in that backfield.
In motion was Tim Williams. This time Trey Payne keeps the ball and tries to punch it forward. He's met there by a host of Richmond Spartans, none bigger than number 76, Briston Adams, as he gets the tackle.
Trey Payne. Tackled by a host of Spartan defenders, led by number 76, Briston Adams. Gain of 1, 3rd down 10.
So lone back there right beside Trey Payne is number 15, Iverson Jerome. Payne off the snap. Nice block there by Jerome. Payne with not enough time though, so he's got pressure in the backfield. And there's Briston Adams again for the Spartans. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, this Panther offense isn't looking good. This Spartan defense, though, they've been dominant on this side of the ball.
Tackle for a loss by number
Spartan
76, Briston
defense
Adams.
has just been reading Trey, reading Iverson.
And that play ends the 3rd quarter
just
with
getting
the
it
Spartans
done.
leading.
But defensively, you could see the adjustment that Noster made here in the 3rd. And once again, Iverson coming coming back here in the third kind of gave them that spark. The pressure started to come a little bit more into the backfield. They were able to kind of slow down that quick handoff to Marshall and then kind of contain Elliott just a little bit more. The Spartans unable to put up any points here in the third, and we in the third exactly where we began the half with the Spartans leading 34-0. So 4th and 19 with the ball at the 26. Zane Schroeder kicking to start here the fourth quarter. Church back there at about his 40, fields it right in front. Hold on Robert Pierce. We were able to get the call back at about the 42, so that's going to negate any run that Church had there. And Derek Brizendine back on the mic with me here for the fourth quarter. Xander did a great job in that third quarter. And really some good insight by him. It's exciting to see him come out here and give us some color and help me in my play-by-play as well.
Yeah, what a great experience for him. You know, gets to take a quarter of football, which can be kind of tough. You know, it can span out an extended period of time, and did a nice job, you know, helping fill in those gaps where the play had kind of stopped, and excited to see what's in the future for him.
Absolutely. It's only his second opportunity here as he helped me at one of the volleyball games as well, and then here for this third quarter tonight. But Noster finding himself in a hole here in this fourth quarter, down 34-0, but defensively stepped up there in the third to not allow the Spartans to score. Pitch goes outside to number 3, Church. Nice tackle there by number 10, Tim Williams. Assisting on that was number 11, Calix Booze-Bird.
Ball carried by number 3, Adrian Church.
That was a good run by Church. Got caught on the outside there, had a little bit of running room and took advantage of it.
9, second down 1.
But I know you were talking about it. I was listening to you there as I was, you know, switching Xander out for graphics, and the adjustment made by the defense has really been good here in the second half to slow down this Richmond attack.
Well, look at that right there, that pressure in the backfield, and that's the spark that we talked about right there. Number 15, Iverson Jerome, out of that linebacker position. He's really kind of given that spark, and there you see him cue in on number 3, Church. Big 6-yard loss there for the Spartans. Iverson's really kind of given us that spark that we needed here and did a great job for us defensively.
Yeah, that's the guy we've been without for a couple of weeks, and so to have him back has just made a huge difference. And he's taken that time off, I think, to kind of reevaluate the way he plays his game, because he's playing with an all-new spark tonight.
Well, there he is again. He's trying to bust through that line. Pass is going to be intended for number 1, Alexander. Coverage for the Panthers there is by number 23, Gage McCool.
Yeah, Gage McCool with some good coverage there to get that ball, to get that hand on the ball. You know, didn't draw a flag, which was even better, and good job by him.
Well, it may have looked kind of ugly on the screen, but Alexander and McCool kind of getting their feet kind of tied up against each other. 4th and 7, so another great defensive stop here for Noster, and we get another chance to see the spark that has happened here. Iverson Jerome standing on about his own 35-yard line to receive this kick from Elliott.
Noster bringing some pressure there, try and go for the block.
Elliott with a big end-over-end punt, but like you said, pressure coming into the backfield. Ball's going to roll out of bounds at the 30-yard line for the Panthers to take over 1st and 10.
Michael, I wanted to apologize there earlier. You guys were talking about the cross-country team, and at the time of, kind of getting my information together, I hadn't seen this post from the cross-country team, but not only was there a PR set by Sam Wilhelm, but on the girls' side, Abby Collier set a new school record for the girls, running the race in 21 minutes and 42 seconds. So a couple of school records there out of Warrensburg. And I'll tell you, that course they paved out while the old course is under construction there, it was a really nice setup.
Well, congratulations to Abby. What a great run for her. It's great to see these guys not only getting personal best, but breaking school records and really kind of positioning and preparing themselves for their district runs, which are getting ready to happen, and then to carry on into those state runs as well.
They all went around them, and I just saw 50.
Yeah, and I was talking to Coach Carpenter just before the game here tonight. She said she didn't even realize Abby was breaking the school record until she looked at her clock and then saw runners coming in and was like, oh, we've got a new school record on our hands. So again, Abby, congratulations. Very proud of you. Way to get that new record, and we look forward to seeing what the rest of the season has in store for you.
Payne rolls out to his right. Lots of pressure. Pass was intended there for number 6, Lane Elwell.
Payne's pass intended for number 6, Lane Elwell, is incomplete.
Number 36, Hayden Happy on the coverage for the Spartans.
The defense definitely made the adjustments at halftime. The offense, though, doesn't look like they've quite been able to make it. They've shown glimpses here in the second half, but it just hasn't been that complete turnaround that you've almost seen from the defense.
You talked about that Spartan kind of lockdown defense, and they've kind of given us fits all night. We've had a couple nice drives, but not able to do anything much with them. You see the pocket kind of just collapse there. Trey Payne stayed in there just a little bit too long, but big hit there by the Spartans. Number 27, Thomas Murphy. Murphy just coming right straight through the middle of that, and Payne stepped right into his hit.
Yeah, they kind of had a Trey Payne sandwich on that one. Well, two defenders had him held up. The third one just came in to clean up the scraps. And really, clean hit, but that's still a tough one to take.
It definitely was for Payne. Hopefully he goes over there to the sideline, shakes that off. Tough kid. Now number 2, Zane Schroeder to kick. Schroeder's kick goes a mile high and out of bounds at about the 35. So going to give the Spartans some pretty amazing field position here at about 8, just a little under 8.5 left to go here in the game.
Yeah, and that's about the last thing Richmond needs is some great field position. But time for that defense to step back up. They've held a 34-0 score line through about 15 minutes here of the second half. So another 8.5, and I'd call that a win for Noster.
Well, it only takes a little spark to get a huge blaze, and Iverson Jerome has been that spark, and you can see them kind of keying in on him. Now Keyshawn Elliott to run it for the Spartans. Nice tackle there from behind by Tim Williams, as he didn't give up on that one for the Panthers. Actually, that is Austin Morris. Austin Morris on the tackle.
Tackle by number 40, Austin Morris, and number 10, Tim Williams.
So Morris has been a name that we've called a lot tonight as well. He's done a great job defensively for the Panthers, and probably honestly none bigger than that one right there. Elliott kind of had orange in his eyes as he saw the end zone, and Morris able to bring him down. Assisting on that tackle was number 10, Tim Williams. There's Morris again, kind of pressuring, but Elliott able to run it in for that 5-yard run. They just got too deep on Noster, and it was 1st and goal 5-yard touchdown run there by Keyshawn Elliott.
Yeah, that's a tough one there. You know, they've really done a nice job of containing, and then Elliott gets that outside, takes it, finds the hole. Was really carrying the ball kind of dangerously on that one, kind of out and about, but he had plenty of room. Goes in. Now we've got the running clock up 40-0 with about 7:20 and counting left.
Well, you know, Coach had talked about number 15, Iverson Cerrone. They literally had 3 people on him on that big run from Elliott, trying to block him to keep him away from Keyshawn. Keyshawn able to get a nice run for them. They go for 2 here. Handoff goes to Marshall. Marshall's able to punch it in for the PAT.
2-point conversion by number 6, Wyatt Marshall.
Yeah, another good run by Wyatt Marshall. Dragging Panther defenders in the end zone with him. Now we've got 7 minutes and counting with that running clock. You know, we want to see Panthers keep playing through tonight because every play is going to matter. It may not be this game, but there may come a time where that last play matters. So really hope to see him keep going here tonight.
Yeah, we have not seen any type of quit in these guys. Once again, big fullback there for the Spartans in Wyatt Marshall. Marshall's just a big body to deal with. He gets a lot of yards after contact. Elliott's a big body to deal with out of that QB spot. Lots of yards after contact. But Noster's not a team that is gonna lay down and quit. They're down 42-0 here, but you know that they're gonna want to come out here and still put some points up on the board for the home crowd.
Once again, I don't know if the microphone picked it up here, but PA announcer giving a shout out once again to Sam Wilhelm and Abby Collier for their school records that they set last night at the Warrensburg Cross Country Invitational. Once again, congratulations to them, and way to represent this school and the program.
Well, under 16 minutes there for Sam and a school record for Abby. I honestly don't know if I could run a mile anymore in 16 minutes, so he's running 3.1, and I'd be lucky to drive 3 miles in 16 minutes anymore.
Yeah, I was there watching him, and as he came in, that time just kept ticking and ticking, second by second. I was like, come on, Sam, I know how bad you want to be under 16, and he got it. And he looked at me and just gave me one of those, oh yeah, got it done. I mean, there was, it was a great race.
15:56 for him, a little over 21 for Abby. Congratulations to both of them. Noster had a great week athletically. And once again, congratulations to our volleyball team going 4 matches, playing every night but tonight. You know they're going into this weekend trying to get a little bit of rest, but they had a busy week there as well.
Yeah, they were supposed to go to Versailles this weekend, but that one was called off, and I think the players were okay with that because they had a tournament last weekend. They were going to have a tournament this weekend, so that would have been Saturday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, off day Friday, and then Saturday. And then, they wrap up regular season next week. They play Holden on Thursday, and then the following Monday, they play Holden again in Clinton in the first round of districts. So another Noster Holden to wrap up the regular season and start district play.
Yeah, and we saw that pass there from Trey Payne. There's Iverson Cerrone. He's going to get tackled by a whole army of Spartans there to take him down. But a nice little run by him. He's going to get some yard of gain there. Looks like it's going to be spotted at about the 33, so a really good run for him. 5-yard gain, third down and 5.
71, Jake Canutter.
Yeah, it'll be good getting Iverson back in here in the second half. Get him kind of locked back in as Holden comes to town next weekend, which will be a tough matchup, always is.
Yeah, a huge rival for us. Iverson going to run off to his left-hand side. Pressure going to come in from the Spartans there. And Iverson's going to be taken down by number 71, Jake Canutter.
Ivy on the carry for the Panthers. Tackled by number 71, Jake Canutter.
About 2.5 minutes
Gain of
left
2,
here in this
4th
one
down
with the running
3.
clock at 42-0. See if Noster can try and march one here. There's still plenty of time left to go score.
Yeah, coach is going to go for it here. You know he is. The ball's at the 35. That's where the Spartans took over the last time. Nice little toss out there by Trey Payne. And Lane Elwell was open. The ball was just probably about 4 yards in front of him, just out of his reach, so he couldn't get there. Lane's got some good speed. Trey Payne under pressure. So Spartans are going to take over at the 35 again.
Yeah, Trey Payne looked just a little flushed out of the pocket, a little uncomfortable on that one, which ultimately threw him off his timing, because that's a pass we've seen him hit even in his first game when, first time starter about a month ago. So just had him a little rattled on that one.
Yeah, and that's one of his favorite targets there too, Lane Elwell. Just a good hands guy out there. Tackle made there by number 10, Tim Williams. New back in the backfield for the Spartans.
Number 10, Tim Williams.
Looks like number 27.
Ball carried by number 27,
Thomas Murphy.
Gain of 3 on the play, 2nd down 7.
Watching Keyshawn Elliott tonight back at quarterback with that first time, he really looks strong and is only a junior. What excitement Richmond has to have going into next year with him still at the helm.
21, Evan Vandiver.
That time the ball was handed off to 21, Evan Vandiver, and number 62, Tyler Bustler. Big time play for him. And this play will probably take us down to the end of the game.
Say if they depends on when they snap the ball. If they wait till the
27 and 21 in the backfield there for the Spartans. Coming through there again is number 62, Tyler Bustler. Bustler getting into the backfield here. Nice play by him, good pressure, and that will take us to the end of our night. Noster loses this one 42-0. Once again, some positives though as we take away that third quarter where defensively they held these Spartans, whose offense really was kind of clicking all night. They really showed a great offensive stance there in the first half. Noster shuts them down in the third, only allows one here in the fourth, so some things for them to build on. I know Noster was looking for a different piece on the scoreboard there, but didn't happen for him tonight, and the Spartans are going to go away here tonight 42-0 winners.
Yeah, that's a tough one, but you got to leave this one right where it sits and be ready for next week, because Holton's going to be coming to town looking to play spoilers in the regular season finale, and then try and gain that momentum going into districts. Not an easy district with Odessa at the top of it. Richmond's back in it. Pleasant Hill. I mean, that's not an easy district. So if you're gonna right the ship next week, that's the week to do it.
Yeah, it'll be a big one once again coming back home, and we hadn't seen them in so long that tonight almost felt odd because we had taken so many weeks off from being able to see them, and then all of a sudden now we're able to come back here and have 2 weeks in a row with the Panthers. And Noster comes back here next week. We're going to be broadcasting that one here on YouTube again. And then we're also broadcasting the night before with our volleyball team. They're also playing Holden, and our volleyball team's kind of been clicking here. So hopefully they can get a win, give some confidence and boost to these guys to come out here and get another home win as well on this stadium.
Yeah, it was great just to have football back. Would have liked a different result, but hey, something to build on. That third quarter is definitely the building point going into next week. And once again, before we get ready to thank our sponsors, I want to thank our students, Xander, for graphics and then coming in and doing, color commentating there in the third. Did a great job. Looking forward to what he has to come. And Zechariah Shire out on camera did a nice job once again. I know he really enjoys that role.
Yeah, and once again, we want to close out just thanking our sponsors, Hometown Heating and Air Condition, B&G Scoops, Ready, Set, Grow Daycare, Dutch Country Market, Little Caesars, Eggs R Us, Sonic, who supported you and then supported us tonight as well, bringing food up here, Rockin' Sports Entertainment, Ace Hardware, Subway, Noster Physical Therapy, Tequila Jalisco's, which I enjoyed some of their half chicken salad today. It was tremendous. Remax, Complete Chiropractic, McDonald's, Coffee Snobs, Trails Regional Library, SC Fuel, The Little Clubhouse, and Brooks Florist and Decor. We just truly appreciate these guys and the opportunities they give our kids.
Yeah, once again, thanks to all of those. We really appreciate your support of the community and our school and our students. Once again, this wouldn't happen without you, and I'm really excited for what's to come for this program, because we've got a freshman that helped call the game tonight. We had a sophomore running camera. We've had a junior running camera. I mean, that is awesome, and that just shows this program has had a good foundation. It's going to continue to grow, and we look forward to that.
Yeah, I'd be excited to kind of sit back and just call out and help these guys spot a little bit and let them take over the mic responsibilities. I look forward to that day, and I know it's coming pretty soon. They do a great job, and Derek, we appreciate you and the job that you do giving our kids these opportunities as well. So we're going to close out our night here. Just thank everybody for joining us, and hope you'll join us next Thursday night for volleyball action versus Holden, and then back here next Friday night versus the Eagles as well for football.